SVG's Jason Dackman. We're here at the 2026 NAB show, and 5G has been the talk of the town for many years. This year is no exception. We're here at the T-Mobile booth with Jason Schnellbacher. Jason, thanks so much for taking the time. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for coming.
So first and foremost, what do you guys have going on at the booth? There's some really cool demos happening. Tell us a little bit about what people can expect if they swing by.
Well, we have a lot of things here in store. You know, like at T-Mobile, we're always ambitious, and so we have like 6 different demos going right now. Most of those are running off our 5G on-demand private network, where we have video systems from Haivision. We also have it from NEP Specialty Capture. So their Mini TX, the same thing that we used at the Ryder Cup last year, is here live. We have 2 different comms solutions, one from Clearcom and also from GreenGo. The GreenGo is running on the private network. The Clearcom, we have the new FreeSpeak cell, which is running on our actually public 5G here. And then we actually have a legacy implementation there, console, that is connected to a 5G router. So we actually have 2 different implementations of that. And our own T Studios, we have our own studios group that produces like our earnings and our all-team calls and stuff like that. They use this all the time, and so it's perfect. We invited them because they're broadcast people.
Sure, show it off.
Right? And so we set that up here, and we have we're promoting our edge control solution. So that's the local area network routing, local breakout in the cellular world. So that's great for like venues where we might want to have a permanent local area network routing type of solution. We implemented that last year at Formula One and here in Las Vegas and in the paddock area, and we did broadcast with that. So we had the Haivision cameras all going local in ultra low latency to the broadcast compound over public 5G with network slice and edge control, which is the local area network routing.
Very cool.
So we're promoting that here. And we have more. We have a really cool 4D mobile capture rig. So it's 32 iPhones, all connected to private 5G, and that are able to take basically volumetric video and be able to see the subject from any angle. So above, below, and it's really cool. So so our partners at Radiant Images did that, and our role is really the network. And really what we're saying here is we work with lots of different types of video equipment. We work with Sony, we work with Haivision, NEP, LiveU, TVU,
the full ecosystem.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And then private, public, network slicing, we're like, hey, whatever you need, like we're here to help.
We're here. We can be the backbone. So we certainly have seen both on the 5G on-demand private side and public 5G growth, really explode the last couple of years. What are some examples? You mentioned Ryder Cup, you mentioned Formula One. I mean, real-world deployments are happening right now. What are some highlights for you these days?
Yeah, so some of the things I can't say publicly, but so one of them I think was particularly interesting. NBC Sports made a public comment on LinkedIn, so I can reference it.
Sure.
But their off-site cameras for the Super Bowl were powered by T-Mobile 5G network slicing. So they had one on top of the Hyatt that was overlooking Levi Stadium. They had one at both team hotels, roaming cameras, as well as a boat out in the bay.
Yeah.
They were getting skyline shots of the city and all that kind of stuff, and that was all powered T-Mobile 5G network slice. In that case, it was mostly PepLink devices with bonding connected to LiveU, and so that was a really good setup. But cool. We've done lots of really cool things, and some outside sports too. Even with news and other areas.
Well, I think that's what's so exciting is there are so many examples at this point. It wasn't too long ago where it was all potential, it was all possibility. Now it is reality. How do you see 5G evolving in the next, say 12 to 18 months, both on the private deployment as well as, when you're running on a public 5G network?
Yeah, I see just continued, growth where for us it starts with technical capabilities. We improve the concepts and trials. We have to prove this stuff works, both to ourselves and to our customers, right? In the broadcast industry, people are risk adverse, right? They don't
Sure.
really want to like take untested things, right? So we need to prove that it works, and so we've done that in many big events and with huge crowds, and proven that this works. And so the next step is really commercialization.
Sure.
So we're looking forward to being able to make that more widely available this year. So I think that's a big thing I would highlight. For the private networks, it's really about doing more, right? So it's about supplementing broadcasts when the RF channels are full, right? Like sometimes you need to do more.
Yep.
At the Ryder Cup is a good example. NEP Specialty Capture there has running 42 RF paths, and they're out of channels, but we wanted to do this Breakfast at Bethpage show with them, and if it wasn't for 5G, they wouldn't be able to do that.
Right.
And so that's a way to get more cameras, and so I think we'll continue to see that where it makes sense, and even in unique scenarios, and continue to see more of that.
Very cool. Well, Jason, I appreciate you taking the time. Thanks so much.
Yeah, you're
always
welcome.
something cool going on at T-Mobile. Make sure to check out their booth, W2859. Again, for more information on T-Mobile and everybody at the 2026 NAB show, check out sportsvideo.org, the SVG YouTube channel, and SVG Play.